Welcome back. This is Entertainment Mensa and the second episode of Fallout 3, one level at a time. At the same location we just stepped out of the vault, we just hit level 2. Let's explore the Capital Wasteland. Found our first radio signal not associated with the DLC. We're going to come down here and we're going to loot a little tiny bit. Again, I have a bunch of stuff in my pockets right now. We're gonna go in once we get to Megaton. We're gonna actually do some definitive cleanup and sell some things, that kind of thing. But right now, I just wanted to grab some things in these. Malcolm McDowell in the background there. Grab our first couple bottles of Nuka-Cola and their free caps. I remember the very first time I played this and I finally got out of the vault. Like I said, I was so claustrophobic after playing the vault, and of course I took a lot more time when I was first playing it than I did with you guys back there, just kind of exploring every nook and cranny. And so when I finally walked out, I can still remember just this awe that I felt of just, wow, this game is so big. I played the first two games on the PC a long time ago, and although those are pretty broad and open, it's definitely a different feel. So here we are at Megaton. Gonna stop off real quick with this guy right here.
Please, can you help me? I need water. Purified
Mickey.
water. Please.
Give him some water.
Are you serious? I can't offer anything in exchange, you know. I can just have it. I can just have it? For free? Really? Seriously? My God. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll never forget this.
Ernie, if you're so thirsty, why don't you just get up and get yourself a glass of water, huh?
This is a cool little animation that happens. The gates of Megaton open up. I don't understand why they only do it once, though. I guess that was... Here, let's do this and move on. So we're going to come inside, and as you can see, I would say we're about a quarter way into level 2. So this probably won't be too terribly long of an episode, but we're going to go ahead and grab a few things, including a quick chat with
Name's
Lucas Sims here.
Town Sheriff, and Mayor too, when the need arises. I don't know why, but I like you, boy. Something tells me
You
you're
don't know any better.
So welcome to Megaton. Just holler if you need something.
I remember the time I did start to play a little bit of a dastardly character. I think I said this bit right here, and he was we ended up fighting. It was pretty quick after that.
Friendly and well-mannered. I think we're gonna get along just fine. You treat my people nice, and you're welcome to stay as long as you'd like. I'm glad we understand each other. Nope, sorry. I got enough fires to put out in this place that I don't have time to keep tabs on every visitor. I'd ask around town. What about it? I don't trust any of the locals to tinker with it.
Obviously, Megaton, as you can see in the background there, does get its name from the large undetonated atomic weapon sitting in the middle of town.
They worship the dead.
And so, probably not a good thing that's sitting around. We're going to skip over some of this dialogue here.
If you get the job done, there'll be 100... Not an option, I'm afraid. Well, that's mighty decent of you.
Had to try the check there.
All right. Well, come to think of it, I do remember a stranger coming. Spent some time up in the saloon. Might
Alright, I'm not gonna
Carry
take any
on.
more of his time. We know that Colin Moriarty up in the tavern there, you can see just right there where my reticle was pointing, that was him. No, that's his saloon, rather. I'm going to hurry up and grab the crater side supply missions. And Moira.
Hey, I hear you're good to meet you. Say, great. Just
So
tell
we're
me
going to
what
basically have a
to
quick conversation with her where you can tell, just kind of tell her here.
A runaway dad, huh? Good luck finding him. Maybe that'll be good for the...
So, well worth. One thing I will recommend to anybody who does go back and play it, because it is now backwards compatible on Xbox One. If you are going to go back and play it, when she gives you these missions, she also gives you like a secondary thing that you can do, and it's always worth doing those because it does give you a little bump up. Again, that's just me.
Well, it's a... For that, no, then they just yell a lot at me with mean words. Good. Things like where it is and isn't safe to find food. Ooh.
So we're going to do radiation first.
Now, 200
And 600 more rads. So basically, it's pretty easy. You just go down.
Think about that. That's just dumb.
And then we're standing next to the bomb. Not only we're going to pick up 2 rads a second there, just going to take a few seconds and just drink this extraordinarily irradiated water right here. So we're picking up the ambient 2 and the extra 19 with every mouthful. We'll get there pretty quick. I'm just going to spam that for a minute. And we got the first tier. Now, once you start climbing tiers, you will gain more. So I've officially gotten the first tier. I could go back to her now. But remember, we want 600 or better so that we can get that extra bonus item from her. There's so many little details. I love it.
It shall be washed away in Adam's glow, burned from you in the fire of his brilliance. Each of us shall give birth to a billion stars, formed from the mass of our wretched and
we're almost there.
Each of us shall be mother and father to a trillion civilizations.
Keep spamming.
Each of us shall know peace.
Come to Entertainment Mensa. Click on our video. Watch us drink irradiated water.
If you're doing it, stop it. Get some help.
Now that is a tagline. There we go. And now we have the 600. We're extraordinarily radiated. And we're gonna, oops, I went to the wrong direction here. We're gonna climb these ramps. What we're going to do here is I'm grabbing these real quick because they do give a couple of bonuses really quick, and the thread that she gives is really easy to getting out there and getting started. It's a really well designed quest string.
I can tell. Now, just hold on and try. You're a mighty lucky one, you know that? At this state, most people'd have trouble standing up, much less walking. Now, let me take a few notes, and I've never had a...
So she cures us.
Okay, a little ramen milk.
And what's really cool is in addition to the the one prize, which I think is some anti-radiation meds.
But there was a... Here, take a few radiation chems.
She also says that, oh, guess what? You've also generated a rad regeneration perk, which is unexpected side effect. You suffer from advanced radiation. Your crippled limbs will automatically regenerated. Will
I've
be
got to see how safe
regenerated.
it is
So
to
it's kind of
scavenge
cool.
food from one of those. I need some, and that'll cover.
So we're gonna go ahead and do the food because
Well,
that's the
food
super
and
duper
medicine.
mart.
Everyone needs them. One. There's an old. Oh, great!
And then we're gonna go ahead.
See ya.
Gonna grab a couple other quick missions about town. There's really only one other major one that I can get like super quick, and that's if he's in here. There's the townsperson that gives the fix the pipes. Here he is. Yep.
What do you need?
Walter.
Huh? Well, it's now I from the check along. I hope you. What do you need?
And I hit the wrong button there.
Well,
All right, so Walter wants us to fix the 3 pipes that are leaking, and those are pretty easy to find, in addition to just being pretty visible. If you haven't played a lot of this, then you might not see it, but let's go ahead. Oops, didn't mean to pull that out. Let's go ahead and seal this one. I should have. Alright, and it said 30 or better, which as we can see here, go into our stats, go into our skills, we have 40, so we're really good there. Gonna drop down here. The other one is this way. I want to say it's up right up here. Yep, there it is. And there we go. And we said something to the sheriff about fixing the bomb, so we're going to look here. We need a 25 or higher for the explosives. So let's go over here and fix this last bit of pipe. And then, alright, so all their water is fixed. That also opens up the scrap iron. Like just sort of a random fetch. You can just bring a bunch of scrap iron. So that's a cool little extra. It gives you some extra cash, extra XP. And that's kind of nice. XP, good.
yeah. What is it? Well, I'll give you if I. Good. This just keeps looking better. Those parts will keep.
And as you can see, that jumped us way over half. So we're probably going to be done pretty quick here. Let's see. And let's go ahead and take a quick beeline over to Colin Moriarty and the saloon. And there are going to be a couple of ways that we can do this. We can be very upfront about it and ask him, and he's going to try to rip us off. This is Colin right here.
Colin Moriarty. Always pleased to I'm the owner. But please, see for
Again,
yourself.
skipping over
I'll buy you a
commentary
drink
and
for 12.
comments
You
and
and I,
conversations.
we're going to be fast friends. Fast
for
friends.
this.
My God, it's you. The little baby.
Not everything, but some conversations we are going to skip over.
Then and now, it would seem. It's been a long time, kid. Oh, your daddy passed through here all right. Here and gone. Got what he came for.
Interesting part about this quest is you can, within staying in the confines of doing a good job, or being a good guy, rather, good girl, whatever you want to call it. You can choose the righteous path and hey, I'm going to do this for you, or you can hack his computer and find out where your dad's gone.
After all, that's right. But life goes on. Daddy lied.
And so this is also where you find out you were not born in the vault.
I heard about the brainwashing that goes on down there from some other fella escaped, 5 years back. All hail the overseer. We're born in the vault, we die in the vault, and all that other assorted lunacy. Kid, you've got better programming than our own Deputy Weld. You'd best wise up quick. Wouldn't want anyone taking advantage of you, hmm? You seem like a nice kid, so I'm going to be straight. Your dad was here, and now he's not. Let's say 100 cop. All right, kid. Let me help you out. You know, for all time's sake. If you don't have the cops to pay for the information, then maybe you could do a little favor for me. Eager, eh? Good. I like that. It's nice to have a door.
So he's going to send us on a little mission. That'll give us a little extra XP there, too.
Borrowed quite a few caps from me. Claimed she could start funneling Jet and Psycho to me for a good price. Problem is, she scrammed with the loot and set herself up in...
Oh, good. So he's a drug dealer, too.
This is crack.
Had to contemplate if I wanted to push, because I know if you ask him right away...
Those super mutants can be a prickly bunch.
He will ask for more money, so we're not going to push him too much further, but we are going to come inside here. And when we get inside, we're going to see Nova, the local prostitute.
I told you, Gob.
Gob.
Hey, Smoothskin, you need...
Now, you could be a total dick and go with either of those, but we're going to be nice.
Wait, you're not gonna hit me, yell at me, not even berate me a little bit? Well now, that's a surprise. I'm used to every asshole Smoothskin in this town giving...
It's also the first time you see a goal. I remember playing it the first time and going,
worthwhile people around.
you know, just in terms of seeing it in the
Have my head.
Fallout 3 realm and just thinking, damn. They really took that the next step.
Oh yeah. Honestly, I usually keep my head down. Sorry, Smoothskin. I can't take the...
It ain't the radio.
So I failed another speech check, but I'll start passing those.
Your signal's been shit lately.
I don't recognize
Lucy.
I hope by something... I'm looking for someone to make a delivery. Great.
And so she'll give us the Arafu.
Arafu settlement. I haven't heard from them in months. As soon as you get there, talk to David. Sure. Be glad. Arafu is northwest of Megaton, on an old overpass over the Potomac. If you follow what's left of the river, you can't miss it.
Alright, cool. So she'll give me that. And then let's have a quick conversation with Nova.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that's Colin's style, all right. He sells it. You see? Oh, it's the.
I'm selecting a few things here that I know that could prompt a mission here. And so we got everything there. And then this guy, this is Mr. Burke, who, those of you who've played it, know that he offers a rather interesting side mission. So we're going to talk to him for a second.
I am Mr. Burke. And you, well, you are not a resident of this putrescent cesspool.
Hey, if you're going to be using all these big words, I'm going to have to check out here, dude.
Don't you see? You're a free agent. You have no ties here, no interest in this settlement's affairs. Megaton means nothing to you. I represent certain interests who view this town. If this settlement were to go away, why, who would really No. I'm merely a recruiter. You
So he, of course, is recruiting me to
detonated atomic bomb
destroy the
name is
town.
still very much alive. All it needs is a little. I have in my possession a fusion pulse chart. Sims is an idiot. He prides himself on his position as mayor and...
So
I advise you against that particular course of action.
we're going to tell him we're not going to do that.
Now that is a...
So next thing we're going to do, I'm not going to tell Lucas about Mr. Burke right now. We're going to go ahead and head on to the Super Duper Mart, and we're going to go ahead and get some XP there. And I think a lot of that's going to help us. And we're also going to take a quick look at the map. And you can see Super Duper Mart's here, Springvale, which is where Silver is. We're going to do a quick travel to her.
Who the hell are you? That bastard. I'm tired of hiding out here.
Cool.
Like some
Pass
kind
the
of
speech check,
dog.
which is nice. And get some caps out of it. Now all this is all of this is her property, so if I take any of it, karma, 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 karma. However, I feel pretty comfortable with the amount of gear there that I'm carrying. It's a little more than I'd like to be carrying going where I'm headed, but I'm pretty happy. I know you probably have noticed I have Grognak and Pugilism Illustrated. I haven't done anything with them yet. Kind of holding off because I'm trying to decide if I want to do the skill book perk. It's a pretty cool perk that does add an extra point or two. Again, it's not one that I've usually taken in the past, but this is about doing some new things and having some fun with it. So, all right, so let's go ahead and let's head on to the store. And we're gonna run across some things here. Oop, our first bit of lock picking. I'm really glad that they sort of kept that as an across-the-board thing for kind of switching to this as the method of lockpicking. I don't know, those of you who remember some of the early ones, the Morrowinds and the Oblivions and stuff like that, it was tough. Sometimes you'd be sitting there trying to hit the tumblers. It would just break. Alright, so we're doing a little bit of traveling at night here. You see the Washington Monument in the distance. Right now it looks like we're pretty enemy free, which is good, but I hear something skittering, so we're gonna... I think we probably got an ant or something. Yep, giant ant. Try to get him taken down pretty quick. I don't know if he's one of those Mamma Jammas that spits fire, so we're going to avoid that. Alright. A little ant meat. Really do miss the jump button. I mean the dash that came later. I feel like it's just that little bit of extra So check out this little abandoned house. And it's all these little nooks and crannies and things like this that are so cool. Because right there, boom, Chinese Army Special Ops training, which will help my sneak. And a toolbox. Which, I mean, great value there. Certainly value to weight ratio is pretty good. But I'm going to hold off on picking that up right now because I really want to keep myself free for like food and that kind of stuff. Oh, somebody already came in and got those. Still pretty enemy free for the moment. Just that one ant. Kind of counting my lucky stars on that one. And there's the Super Duper Mart, and there's a little bit of a thing going on here. These guys are slavers and raiders that are just beating this other slaver raider guy. So we're gonna try our luck here. I'm gonna try to pull some headshots. Probably gonna not go as well as I'd like it to, but we're gonna try. Alright, and 1, 2, 3. No criticals. And let's get a little bit of our vats. I should have probably let them kill the other guy first, but
Damn it! Please, I'm sorry. Ooh, love.
oh, there was a mine or something over there because something got severely fucked over there. All I saw is out the corner of my eye as a bunch of guys go flying. Oh, something. Ah, okay. Well, that certainly helps. So we're gonna really over encumber ourselves here a little bit, but I'm gonna run through here and sack and loot. Hoping I'm not gonna over encumber myself. Some of these guys are not even letting me pull stuff up. I'll probably throw away some of this stuff here in just a minute, but I wanted to still go ahead and get this guy taken care of. It looks like the iBot there was taken care of. You're dead, and I'm gonna run away from you until you're dead. So we'll go ahead and take care of him. And then the other raider is being plagued by the iBot here too. And found a nice hunting rifle. Alright, so that actually was a lot better than I thought it would be. Took a little bit of damage, nothing too serious. Get some Nuka-Colas, we could drink those. And of course, I knew we were going to become over encumbered because we did grab a lot of stuff there and I didn't sell anything on the last pass. But that's why we do a quick bit of inventory maintenance here and then we'll go inside. It's still better than Morrowind. If I'm remembering correctly, Morrowind, the minute you picked up something that was too much, it was this. You are over encumbered and cannot move. Okay. So we're going to come over here to this trash can here. Because it's important not to litter.
People start pollution. People can stop it.
so that gets us down to 164. Holding on to that armor, because once I maybe throw in a little bit of repair skill, I might actually be able to make that Raider armor better than what I have currently at a full level, full armored. So, got a couple of enemies creeping around here. Try to do this as quietly as possible. And we'll get our first of our laser weapons. And our first lunchbox. Oh, careful. Ah, darn it. Broke my first lockpick. I'm going to do it again if I'm not careful. Ah! There we go. Third time's a charm. Oh, so somebody might have heard me or saw me. So we're going to creep down here for a minute.
Okay, cut the shit. Who is that?
Okay, she saw me. So that's cool. When she comes in, we're going to give her a quick couple shots to the face. Put her down. And fortunately, that did not attract attention, which is very lucky for us. Me. Alright, let's do a quick perusal here. This is technically going to finish the quest for the first part, which is just get the get the food. But there is the bonus if you get the medicine. So we're going to go ahead and get the medicine too. Probably going to get rid of this ball cap here too. Alright, so now Super Duper Mart's a really cool place to get started if you want, like, later, if you want to pick up, like, cans and things like that. It's a really great place to loot for that kind of stuff. Lots of opportunity to do some looting for that. Alright. Oh. Nobody heard us. This is where we're going to try to switch over to the hunting rifle, which I think right now is probably our strongest gun. We have very limited ammo here, but I want... take out some dudes, and I want them to come to me. And technically, okay, as you could hear from that, that is technically the end of the level. We are not going to stop right here. This is one of those few exceptions where we're going to keep going, but it is strictly for the purposes of getting out of this little shit session that I put myself in. If I can get out of this without dying. This is going to be a little closer than I intended. And we're going to shoot him in the chest here. Okay, so he's got company. We got the table cover, which is cool. But this is where I think we're going to switch back to the pistol, because I got a lot more. I can feather that thing a lot easier. Man. That's everybody. So, that's going to be it. That is where we're going to call it here. Obviously, really, really quick in terms of where I thought we were going to go, so that's cool. I am going to bump this thing up to explosives 25 because we do know that we have to have 25 or better. I'm actually going to bump it to 30 to give us ourselves a little window there. We're going to do 5 more on the repair because we want to get that medicine. I'm actually going to take those repair points out. 48, and then I'll dump another point into guns. Then let's go ahead and take another perk in Swift Learner. And we're all done there. And with the carnage here, I'm going to do a very, very quick loot. Make sure I don't have anybody else coming in here. And as over encumbered as we are, we're going to stop right here. We're going to save. And that is going to be where we're going to pick up on episode 3. Again, if you did like us, hit like. If you loved us, hit subscribe. This has been Entertainment Mensa's one level at a time, level 2 to level 3. And thank you so much for tuning in. Hope to see you on our 3rd episode.
If you're doing it, stop it. Get some help.